If you've ever fished the Bighorn River in Montana, you've seen this fly. This is the Ray Charles. It's a sowbug pattern commonly fished on the Bighorn River. It's probably the most effective pattern day in, day out on the river. But it also works in any other places where fish are feeding on sowbugs, or a lot of times it'll work great as a small scud imitation as well. Well, I'm Hans from Dakota Angler, an outfitter in Rapid City, South Dakota, and I'm going to teach you how to tie the Ray Charles. Got kind of a standard nymph hook here. You could also use a curved scud emerger hook. This is a size 16. Very commonly you see this fly in a 16 and 18. Those are probably the two best all-around sizes to tie the Ray Charles in. We're going to start by putting a little red thread on, wrapping to the back of the hook, just short of the bend. And we're going to take and tie in a piece of mylar tinsel, pearl mylar tinsel. Tie that down. Now that we have that tied in, we've wrapped to the front. We're going to tie in, sometimes you don't see this on this fly, but this makes it a much more durable fly. We're going to tie some stainless steel wire in. You could also use a small silver wire. The stainless steel is really strong, very fine diameter. Now we've got that ribbing material tied in. We're going to tie in ostrich herl. I'm going to use tan ostrich herl, but this fly works well in gray, sometimes even a brighter pink or kind of a lighter pink ostrich herl, but tan and gray work very well. Tie that ostrich herl in. So I kind of strip some of the fibers off that ostrich herl for the area that I tied in. Now I can take my ostrich herl and wrap. I got two strands here. I'm going to wrap that ostrich herl forward. Wrap it up to the thread at the front of the fly. Hold the ostrich herl with my right hand while I flip the bobbin over with my left to trap that ostrich herl there so it can't go anywhere. We'll trim off the excess. Fold everything back a little bit here so I'm not crowding my eye too much. Okay, we got the ostrich herl in. I'm gonna take and push that ostrich herl down and off to the sides so it's flat on the top, and then I can pull my pearl tinsel right over the back of the fly. Once I've got that pulled forward, I'll capture it with my thread, make a few wraps to secure it, and then usually it's a good idea before you trim that to throw in a half hitch, just in case. Sometimes when you cut this it has a tendency to slide out, and if you do a little half hitch it's less likely to slide out and make trouble. So now we're almost done. We'll take that stainless steel wire and we kind of have to weave it through so that we don't catch too many of those ostrich herl fibers, and we'll just rib this going to the front of the fly. Gives the fly some segmentation, but most importantly it prevents that mylar back from getting out from underneath the thread at the front of the hook and then coming completely off the back of the fly. It's not the most durable stuff when you're getting a lot of takes and the fish's teeth are brushing against it. So now that we've got our rib done, we'll tie that off at the front of the hook. trim off our excess. And we just finish by building up a little red thread head there. I did a half hitch, and I'll just do a 3-turn whip finish here. Once that's done, I can trim off my thread. If I turn that to the camera, you can see that mylar back, and then you can see the little segments created by that stainless wire. And then any thread-headed fly like that, it's a good idea to take and apply some head cement. So once we've applied our head cement, that's all we need to do. The Ray Charles, the infamous Ray Charles, that thing will catch loads of fish on the Bighorn, but it's also an effective pattern anywhere else you'll find sowbugs and small scuds. Tie it in tan or pink or gray. Sometimes I've even seen a white, but tan and gray are definitely the top 2 colors you'll see. And I'm Hans from Dakota Angler and Outfitter. Thanks for watching. You can find this video and a bunch of other videos at flyfishsd.com. You can also find the materials to tie these and other flies at flyfishsd.com. Thanks for watching.